name is Edwin, and welcome to my presentation of global climate change. So what is climate change? Climate change is a change of global or regional weather conditions. It is when the Earth's temperature rises or lowers. Small changes in the temperature can have a huge effect on the ecosystems. This is a graph showing us the increase in temperatures from the 1900s to 2000. It is increasing. What causes climate change? Natural causes. Changes in volcanic activity, solar output, greenhouse gases, and and ocean currents are some contributors to the climate change. When a volcano erupts, it releases a lot of sulfur dioxide, water vapor, dust, and ash into the atmosphere. The sulfur dioxide can reach the stratosphere and block the incoming rays of the sun, resulting in cooling of the earth. The ocean acts as a massive solar panel that absorbs heat. It also distributes all the heat all over the globe. These are some human causes. Burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gases, deforestation, and waste produced by humans. What are some impacts? Impacts on biodiversity. Because of the rapid climate change, organisms cannot be fast enough to keep up with the change and adapt. For humans, the rapid climate change is a huge risk. Climate change will change the food chain which we depend on. Water sources may change. There will be more floods and droughts. Medicines and other resources may be harder to obtain. Polar ice caps. Carbon is currently frozen in the permafrost as an organic matter. This includes the Greenland continental glaciers. The results of the effects on the melting of the Greenland continental glaciers are melting at a more accelerated rate and sea levels rising. This graph shows the change in sea levels due to ocean warming. It is also increasing. Alpine glaciers. Alpine glaciers are glaciers on high mountains. Temperatures are expected to rise around 1.4 to 5.8 degrees Celsius higher. The final effects will be floods, water shortages, and sea level rising. Also, coastal communities and habitats will be destroyed. This diagram shows us the percentage of the average sea ice concentration. As you can see, there are little sea ice by the year 2085. Coastal cities and towns. The coastlines are highly populated, and the coasts are sensitive to sea level rise, changes in the storms, increases in precipitation, and warmer ocean temperatures. An island nation that is threatened is Fiji. The effects would be coastal erosion, beach erosion, and extreme weathers. The coastal erosion includes saline intrusion into fresh waters and increased flooding from the sea, which will have some effect on the human settlement. The extreme weathers would make the population of Fiji more sensitive to climate-sensitive diseases and waterborne diseases. Tropical diseases. Tropical diseases are diseases that occur in tropical and subtropical regions. The most commonly known tropical diseases are malaria and dengue fever. Malaria thrives in hot and humid places where the Anopheles mosquitoes can live in. As climate warms, the areas where the mosquitoes live will be expanded. About floods and droughts. Major floods that happen every 100 years now happens every 10 or 20 years. More intense storms will strike a region, causing intense flooding. Also, global warming affects the evapotranspiration, or the movement of water into the atmosphere from land and water surfaces and plants due to evaporation and transpiration. This causes droughts. Ocean acidification. This is caused by fossil fuel burned by humans, which includes oil, coal, and natural gas. Also, carbon dioxide releases turns into carbonic acid when it goes into the ocean. The ocean absorbs around roughly 22 million tons of CO2 a day. Projections based on these numbers shows that by the end of this century, the ocean's pH level would reduce by about 0.5. These are the coral reefs for compare and contrast. Large storms. The increase of the global temperatures includes increased risks of droughts and more intense storms because storms are formed by warm air rising and cold air sinking. Water vapor is the fuel of large storms. With a warmer temperature, there will be more evaporation, which means more water vapor, and this would also cause more large storms. The end.